Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. All set to bring you MLB The Show's Game of the Week. It's Delaware going up against Louisiana. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. About to get started here, and on the hill in this one, Jones. And Singy, we were talking earlier about how he's doing a great job navigating through tough spots.
I've just been so impressed with when it seems like there's more pressure, he's more calm and settles in. He's done an incredible job with runners in scoring position. Most guys, they get a little tight, they start to aim the baseball, but for some reason, he gets looser, the ball comes out of his hand with more life, and he's able to wiggle off the hook of, tough situations and get his team back in the dugout.
And a foul ball, he stays alive.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
At the belt and fires. That one way outside. 3-2 now. Jones was superb the last time on the hill, tossing a shutout. And he chases that one. And now one away.
Well, that's such a critical pitch in terms of execution right there. The pitcher has to finish it. Otherwise, probably gets hit pretty hard. If you leave that out over the plate or you don't get it down enough, quickly turns into something that gets smoked. But if you can place it where he did, it's a really deceptive pitch.
Cut on and lifted in the air. Hart pulls it down, and there's two gone. Let's take a look at our lineup. This team can really pile up the runs, Chris. They're among the top teams in scoring this year.
Yeah, and when you can get a lead and be out in front, it really changes what that opposing manager can do with the bullpen. And on top of that, it helps your own pitching staff. It gives them more margin for error. So instead of pitchers squeezing the ball, trying to throw darts and be perfect, they can relax, let the ball come out of their hands, and pitch effectively. So that offense and the ability to score runs also helps the pitching and the defense.
And strike two.
Boog, that shutout he threw is very impressive in this day and age. We probably won't see anyone ever get close to Walter Johnson's 110 career shutouts. Still, it's always fun to see a pitcher go out and shove the way he did.
On the ground to third. Zips it to first. That ends the frame. Half inning complete. We've got no score. Back here with my pal Singy, and today's starter, number one. And Chris, pitching on the road has not been particularly kind to him.
Yeah, and you don't want to be too quick to say that he can't pitch on the road. Sometimes, it's just a matter of luck. It's not having a feel. Difference between the bullpen mound to the mound out there on the playing field. Don't know what it is, but I know this. He's got good enough stuff to overcome and get it done on the road as well as at home. So we'll see what he's able to do in this one.
The shortstop takes the ball. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Gets a piece and stays alive. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
Kenny Jackson now at the plate. One down, base is empty.
Ball. 2-1.
And there's a foul ball. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. And there's a ball.
Count.
These first two hitters really making him work out there. Already 14 pitches this inning.
And a base hit up the middle. So a man aboard now with one away.
Batting third, the designated hitter.
Michael Scott digs in now. Swings and misses at the pitch off the plate.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Jackson leads off first with one away. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Batting fourth.
And next will be the cleanup hitter.
Well, they're really running up the pitch count in this first inning. Lots of confidence from this team that is perhaps the hottest in baseball right now. Well, with this many pitches thrown here in this first inning, I mean, you're giving the other team a really good look. He's going to have to find a way to get some weak contact.
Runner on the move. Strike in there. Throw to second. He's safe. That was close, but StatCast shows us why he so often seems to be on the safe side of these steal attempts, Chris.
Yeah, you see that plus speed, and he needed every last bit of it to swipe that bag. Such a threat on the bases.
Popped in the air, left field. And that is that. Scoreless after one. And welcome back to the ballpark. New inning getting started. Now the third baseman, Josh Bennett. Not close with that one. And the count now even up. Freddie Ferguson doing the umpiring duties behind the plate in this one.
Yeah, Freddie's a well-respected umpire, Boog. Maybe a little bit more of a pitcher's umpire. He does like the pitch down just below the knees or right about there, but most hitters are pretty good at covering that spot these days.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Chris, do players ever change their approach in meaningful ways based on who's umpiring, or is it good to just be aware of tendencies so you're not that surprised?
I'd say the latter, because the pitcher's got to pitch to his strengths regardless. The hitter's got to hit to his strength. So you're aware of it, but you have to just hunt for what you can handle.
As the game has moved along, we see more and more information supplied by teams about the umpires. I've been in clubhouses where they have pictures of all four guys, nicknames, hometowns, and as well hobbies listed, just so you can kind of small talk the umpire a little bit.
That's great.
Now it's the rookie first baseman, Wells. The 1-1. And that one almost got him. Second inning here, no score. Swings and misses. And now 2-2.
2-2.
Fights it off. He'll see another. And that's how they get their first base runner of the game. Here's the rookie right fielder. Runner on the go. Pitching for a strike. And that's a stolen base. Not even close.
You know what? I like the aggressiveness right there. It looks like it's going to be tough to score in this one. Really good pitching so far. So why not try to put some pressure on them and see if you can steal the bag, get into scoring position.
One out and a runner at second here at the top of the second. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Coming home. He'll score easily. It's an RBI single, and it's 1-0.
Well, that was a great job of letting that runner steal second base, get into scoring position, come through with the base knock. You add a run.
Man at first with one gone. John Smalls will hit next. The count 2-1, and that's a little high. On the ground right side, 4, 6, and they'll just get the 1.
Batting eighth, the designated hitter, number 91.
Now it's the DH. Smalls off of first with 2 away. That one lifted to left, under it. Makes the catch, and that'll do it. And we're back. And now number 17. Singy, you got to appreciate a guy who's this good defensively. I mean, watching him track balls in the outfield, it is beautiful. Next pitch is outside.
He's so solid. Calms the heart rate of the pitcher and the manager when the ball goes up in the air. You just automatically assume that it's an out every time it's hit in the air.
Right through there for a strike.
There's one guy that I can think about, Boog, who started as a third baseman, Alex Gordon, and then became an elite perennial gold glover out in left field for the Kansas City Royals. But he's a guy, when you watch him play, you would imagine that that's all he ever played in his life was the outfield.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Yeah, some guys just have instincts, right? I mean, that's the way it goes. We talk about Larry Walker, the Hall of Famer, and his instinct on the bases, despite the fact that he didn't play a ton of baseball as a kid. Remember Mark Kotsay was a real good defensive outfielder. Good instincts, not great speed. That one ripped. And out number 1 on the grab.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
That's in there. And the count's full.
Full count.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. And that will fall. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
These days, most outfielders play pretty deep, and I'm not sure if that was a factor there or not, but off the bat, you're thinking it's going to be a pop-out, and it just kind of nestled into that spot where no one was able to get to it. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
Now a chance for Ethan Flowers. Headed towards the corner. Nabs it. That's out number 2.
Batting eighth, the first baseman, Jacob Brady.
That is Jacob Brady. Brady, some struggle for rookies. Here comes the pitch. There goes the runner from first. That's in for a strike. And safe. It's a stolen base.
When your catcher's not a great thrower, you have to do a better job at controlling the running game. And that's throwing over, that's stepping off, doing whatever you can to try to keep that base stealer's rhythm off. Well, they weren't able to do it right there. They're going to have to make some type of adjustment. Our players are going to be running all game.
A sliding stop to first. What a play. Inning over. We played 2 innings. It's 1-0. Welcome back. Let's take a look at how the series has played out so far.
Ryan Rowley.
That one missing inside. Not even close there. And the count is 3-1. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass.
And here's the catcher, Cameron Spence. The 1-1 is fouled off. Now, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. Base hit. Lead runner to second, so 2 on and nobody out. And here is David Smith. Swung on, belted. Hart raging back towards the wall. Drops in for a hit, couldn't run it down. Right past his coach, headed for the plate. He's safe as he gets his hand in, and they lead by 2.
Picks himself up an RBI. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
Now it's the shortstop. Spence at third. Smith stands at second. No outs. That one is absolutely belted. Way back there. Pulls it in on the warning track. Both runners tagging. He'll score on the sac fly. 3-0.
Well, off the bat, I thought for sure it had enough to get out of here, but that wind's kind of blowing in from left, and I think that's what made the difference.
Here's the third baseman, Josh Bennett.
And this is a big opportunity for him to pick up his teammate right here.
The 1-1 is fouled off.
On the mound, he's got to remember his offense can score a lot. So if he can hit the reset button from here going forward, there's still a chance that his club can win this ball game.
Liner caught at second.
He put a really good swing on that pitch and hit the ball hard. You know, line drives won't always find a hole, but the more you can hit the ball like that with good exit velo, the better off you're going to be in the long run.
And now Wells. So RBI spot, but Chris, this is a guy that is not really swinging the bat all that well here.
In this situation, you have a real good opportunity to get swings and misses and record a strikeout. I think you attack him in this spot.
And that's off
inside.
the
Ball.
inside edge. And it's 2-1. Oh, great grab on the dive. Gathers and throws, and very nicely done for the out.
This guy's anticipation is off the charts. Don't see many shortstops better than that. Great job to complete the play and end the inning.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's the rookie third baseman, number 23.
So after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats. Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot.
That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Now batting.
And now the shortstop, Joe Daniels. Nobody out, runner at first. That one missed.
Three one.
And a swing and a miss.
Good late sink on that
Down is full.
fastball. Out of the hand, looks so good, and then by the time he gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
That's a good at bat right there. He was down early in that plate appearance. Works the walk.
Man, that's a tough one to take on the full count, but I guess he saw it really well. It's a really nice plate appearance.
First and second, no outs. Jackson getting ready to hit. In the air, out towards right center. On the move to the alley. He's got it. Runner tags at second. And he makes it up to third with one away.
Now batting, the designated hitter,
Michael Scott now at the plate. Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third. That one fouled off. 2-2. See ya. Strikes him out for the second time today. And now the center fielder.
number 8.
And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball.
Couple of strikeouts with runners on. Sometimes you got to really bear down, and he did just that. Nice job of getting out of the jam and out of the inning.
And welcome back to the ballpark. John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the fourth, number 0. Trying to bunt his way on. And it goes just foul. Swing and a little roller right side. Slings to first and one gone to the fourth as they get the leadoff man.
Now batting, the center fielder, John Small.
And now here's a speed threat. Outfielder John Smalls. That's a walk.
Ball 4.
Went with the cutter again, but couldn't find his zone.
Pretty good pitch on 3-2, right around the knees, but just no help from the umpire.
Runner on at first with one gone. And next is the designated hitter. Outside low, and it's 2-1. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
That pitch started in and ended up on the outside edge, just changing planes and very difficult.
Runner on the go, and it remains 2-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out. So 2 down now, and here is Ryan Rowley.
Ryan Rowley.
Snap throw to first. Smalls dives back in safely. Smalls off of first with 2 away. Swing and a miss. And the count is even, 2-2.
The count.
That's down and in.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first.
Got
A
a full
lot
count.
of movement in the infield. Hitters got to stay focused on the pitch.
Cameron Spence hitting on deck circle. Headed towards the corner. And that is a foul ball. On the ground to the
Foul
left.
ball.
And foul ball. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. And that's strikeout number 100 on the year. And we're back. Bottom of the 4th. And now it's going to be number 17.
Hurtubise.
And now 2-1.
Well, these guys, as this
2
game
balls,
goes
1
on,
strike.
have to be more disciplined at the plate. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
And a 2-2. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Here's the second
Now
baseman.
batting, the second baseman, Williams.
1 out, base is empty. In the air, left field, gets under it. And there are 2 down.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
And it is
Outside.
2-1.
That's the ball.
2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. That's in there. 2-2 now. And there's a
Count is
ball.
full.
Jacob Brady waits on deck. Two down, nobody on. Got it. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. Ready now for the 5th inning. And now Cameron Spence. Line drive, and this might be trouble. Around first, heading for 2. In safely. It's a double and his second hit.
Well, here we are, 3rd time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Jones departs, and he's responsible for the runner on second, so the book isn't closed on him yet. We'll be right back.
Now pitching.
A new pitcher in the game, Jairo Iriarte.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of them. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
David Smith, the next to hit. Spence leads off second with nobody out.
Ball.
He should get a
Full
pretty
count.
good pitch to hit here with the 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
Man at second. Swing and a miss, and he got him. Not what you're looking for after the leadoff double. A strikeout, and there's one away.
Wow, just great bite to that slider. Broke hard out of the zone, and he just couldn't hold up the swing. You know, as a hitter, that pitch is really hard to take, and there's just not much you can do with it. You know that, but you don't want to get rung up by the umpire.
And the batter will be the shortstop. Swing and a miss. There's the changeup.
2-2.
One out and a runner at second, and we're at the top of the fifth. Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. Park makes the grab. 2 down.
The batter, the third baseman, Josh Bennett.
So digging in, Josh Bennett. Runner at second, 2 down.
Here.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
That's a ball.
That one missed.
2-2.
And it's filled
Full
up.
count.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. 1 hit, 1 left. Last half of the fifth coming up. The Hornets with the lead, 3-0. Welcome back as we take a peek at the starting pitching so far this year. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. Puts it away for the out. 1 up, 1 down.
Now batting, number 23.
Now the third baseman. One down, base is empty. Now a
Nope,
check
ball.
swing, but he held up. Meanwhile,
2-1.
activity in the bullpen. Lenny McDowell getting ready to go. Romero also throwing. Lifted in the air, right center field. Moving under it. And there are 2 outs.
Now batting, shortstop, Joe.
Joe Daniels digs in now. Next pitch is
Ball
outside. Lifted in the air down the left side. He's got it. And that is out number 3. And welcome back to the ballpark. Top of the 6th inning. Now here is Wells.
With this kind of lead, he can swing freely, try to hit the ball out of the park, do what he loves to do.
On the ground to first. He steps on the bag. Leadoff man retired in the 6th. Now it's the right fielder. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top half of the 6th. And that's off the outside edge. 2-1. There's a strike. Stays alive. Next pitch misses outside. And a full count now.
Count's full.
That's ball 4. Tried another fastball, but missed the spot.
The center fielder, number 6.
One gone, runner at first. And stepping in is the speedy John Smalls. Iriarte checks the runner, and he dives back in safely. Swings through that.
1-2.
Here goes the runner. Got him swinging. Throw to second. Save.
Number 91.
Next is the designated hitter. He gets the intentional walk here, and now a force at any base with 2 gone.
Clearly didn't want to mess with him right there, so I think it makes sense to play the numbers game in this spot.
First and second, 2 outs. Rowley will hit next. Two and 1 now, 2 aboard. That's hard hit on the line. Montgomery snags it, and that's the 3rd out. So they strand a pair to the bottom of the 6th inning. The Hornets on top here, 3-0. Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Lenny McDowell.
Still a lot of game left, and this game could go either way. So this is a big opportunity for him to get some important outs and try to help carry this lead into the later innings.
And now the right fielder, Kenny Jackson.
Kenny Jackson.
That one misses, and that's ball 3. Action in the pen down there. Roansy Contreras, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Varland getting cranked up as well. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
Well, in this one, the offense has sputtered. Somebody's got to find a way to get on, keep the line moving, and manufacture at least 1 run. Then maybe you get 2 or 3.
Got him swinging. And there's 1 away.
And he'll be beating himself up on the way back to the dugout. Got a pitch to hit and just couldn't get to it. I think that slider really caught way more of the plate than it was supposed to.
Michael Scott getting ready to hit. Scott having a really nice first season in the big leagues. Definitely a Rookie of the Year candidate. One down, base is empty. Swing and a miss.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
Fouled off. And they'll do it again.
Nope, that's outside. Ball.
Strike three, and that's 2 in a row.
Very strong coming out of the pen so far as he punches out the first 2 batters he's faced in this one, getting straight to work. Man, it's talked about a lot, but relievers are just so electric these days. These aren't fun at bats if you're a hitter, and I'm so glad I'm retired.
2 outs. And that one popped in the air, left field. Jones on the move, pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And that ends the inning. We go to the top of the 7th, and now the catcher comes up to hit. Cameron Spence. Next offering is fouled back. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. He made him pay for that one. His 17th of the year, and they boost their lead. It's 4-0. That one just sounded different.
And might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I could feel that swing from the booth. Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the backspin carried it out of here.
Now, David Smith. So, a foul ball makes it 1-2.
With the big bats coming up and a home run already surrendered, he's really going to have to execute against these next couple of batters.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. He's notched 4 strikeouts now.
That's tough. You see it well. I mean, that was clearly up and out of the strike zone, but that's one of the hardest things. You know, when you see a pitch out of the hand at eye level, that discipline to remember, I can't hit that pitch. If I can see it really well at eye level, I can't catch up to that pitch when a pitcher's got this kind of velocity.
And he makes the catch. And there's 2 down.
Now batting, the third baseman. Josh
2 down, base is empty. Josh Bennett, the next to hit.
That's a ball. 2 balls, 1 strike.
That one misses, and that's ball 3. Wells up next. And now the count filled up 3-2.
He normally does damage on that pitch in that location. Just a swing and a miss there. I don't think you want to throw it again, though.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. But the solo shot stretches their lead even further. It's now a 4-0 ball game. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. Bottom of the 7th. Here's the left fielder, number 17.
leading off for the Tigers, the left fielder, Jacob Hurtubise.
That one the other way. Gets it to first, and 1 away in the bottom of the 7th. They've got a potent lineup, and when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list. Now it's the second baseman. One down, base is empty. Fly ball down the line. 2 away.
The catcher number 5, Ethan.
Ethan Flowers digs in now. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Now pitching.
Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Brent Hedrick.
Well, walks have certainly been an issue for him this season, so we'll see what kind of command he has.
Digging in,
Leading
Wells.
For the Hornets, the first baseman, number 19.
Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone.
1 and 2's the count.
Fouls it off, still 1 and 2. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
Now it's the right fielder. Runner takes off. Cut on and miss. Throw, save. That's a stolen base. Swing and a miss. Slider got him for strike 3.
Well, that slider wasn't even close to the strike zone, and he got him to chase. That's just a bad approach right there. Either he was looking for something else and got completely fooled, or he was sitting all over the slider and just couldn't resist the temptation. But, man, really expanded right there and didn't have a chance of making contact with that pitch.
Check swing, no appeal. 2 balls and a strike. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Juan Young Tan appears to be getting loose. Cortez, a left-hander, also throwing. Breaking ball through there for a strike.
Dangerous spot for that slider right there. Didn't seem to quite finish out front and get that sharp break. Tell you what, he doesn't want to throw that pitch again.
Got him swinging.
Well, that's a blue zone right there, or the cold zone on the hitting chart. Just doesn't have much success in that part of the strike zone. And a really good job of the pitcher executing. Try to go there as often as you can. The numbers are in your favor.
Next pitch way upstairs. Wells on at second with 2 down. And that drops in for a strike. Cut out and miss, struck him out. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
Now pitching.
Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Sam Romero.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Jacob Brady now at the plate.
Louisiana, the first baseman, Jacob Brady.
Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
Man, that was pretty gross right there.
That one not close, and it's 2-2. And they'll do it again. In the air to left down the line, and that lands in no man's land, a foul ball.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
Oh, man, just locked him up with that slider, even though it caught a lot of the zone. And I think that tells you all you need to know about what he was looking for in the box, and it clearly was not that pitch.
Ball, outside.
And that one is downstairs. And now 3-1. And that one fouled off. That's towards center. Jones under it. Corrals it. 2 away now.
Now batting, shortstop, Joe.
Now at the plate, Joe Daniels. 2 down, nobody on. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Late that time, and it's strike 2.
Good pitch right there.
1-2.
Tied him up on the hands. If I'm out there on the bump, I'm going right back in there.
Next one is off the plate. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
2-2.
Well, he might have to look for a different put-away pitch right here, 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times in this at-bat, so might have it timed up and ready for it.
And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3.
Now pitching.
We're back. It's the top of the 9th. And there's a new pitcher on the mound. Wan Young Tan.
Well, he's been hit pretty hard at times this season, as you see with the big ERA. So this is an important outing for him to get on the right track.
So digging in, Ryan Rowley. Pretty amazing athlete this guy is. Power and speed, quite a threat. I mean, you're talking about someone that could steal you a bag and go deep. Bo Jackson, anyone? In the air, right field. Park racing over to make the catch.
Now batting, the catcher,
Cameron Spence getting ready to hit.
Oh, yeah, Boog. He's on the brink of one of your favorite milestones. He's completed 3 legs of the cycle.
I love me some cycle. And a swing and a miss. Activity in the bullpen. Owen White preparing to come on if needed. Base is empty, 1 away here at the top of the 9th. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Fights that one away. Still 1-2. Gets a piece and stays alive. Swing and a ball popped up. Brady makes the catch, and there's 2 away.
Good hard fastball up in the zone right there. They look really good coming in, but so hard to get on top of as a hitter.
2 outs, base is empty. Now the left fielder, David Smith. Ripped to third, but handled, and that'll end the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors. One more shot coming up. Bottom of the 9th on deck. The Hornets out front here, 4-0. Bottom of the 9th, and the batter now, Kenny Jackson. Yeah, that's fouled off.
Some real good life going through the zone on that one.
Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again.
Doubled up on the slider away. 2-seamer here. Just watch and see.
That's inside. And the count is 2-2.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. With that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
And down on strikes he goes. That K is his third of the game.
Boog, he was shopping at the buckle right there, the way that slider made him look. That was just nasty.
Michael Scott will hit next. One down, base is empty. That one ripped left field. That's back there. Onto the track, and he makes the catch.
Tried to take on the wind in left field right there. Just a little too much traffic up in the air. Mother Nature won that one. It's hard to say, but I think that might be gone otherwise.
So it's their last chance in this one. Number 8, the next to hit. Swing and a miss at a slider.
Just a really nice slider down and in there. He wants to get the hitter thinking fastball, speed him up, and just subtract some velocity and add a little movement.
One strike away. That's down and in.
That turns out to be a really good take right there, but you don't want to end this game with the bat on your shoulder.
2 outs, base is empty. Swing and a miss, struck him out, and that is the ball game.
Well, you win this one 4-0, and it feels like you could have exploded for more offensively, but you also realize that at times it was hard to score. So you get out of here feeling good about this win. Ultimately, there was great pitching and defense to keep that other team off the board. You always feel good about a win like this.
A 4-0 shutout in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by the Game of the Week. I'm John Shambi. We'll talk to you soon.